know humor is subjective, but like, there's just no way people genuinely find like this funny, right? Like, come on. Because like, I don't know, what is so funny about the Lorax?
This exact video I've seen like 15 times on TikTok, bro. Popular girl humor is so cringe, the angry Asian.
You know, guys, if there's something out there that I have realized in life, it's that things happen to you for a reason. Like, I'm gonna be honest with everybody here. I love being a nerd. Like, I love being able to sit down, sifting through magic cards late at night for hours on end. And that's the reason why I'm still a virgin. Or when I'm playing video games for 7 hours straight on a Saturday morning, that's why I get no play. But hey, I'm not complaining, because I love being a nerd. Like, I wouldn't do these things if I didn't enjoy them. Being a nerd is kind of like being gay. Like, some nerds are very closeted when it comes to
what? Nah, hold on. I'm gonna let you cook, though. I'm gonna let you cook.
Being a nerd is kind of like being gay. Like, some nerds are very closeted when it comes to them being a nerd. They don't like letting anybody know that they are really into nerdy things. And then there are other nerds out there that don't even know the closet exists. Like, they all got tattoos of all their favorite interests and hobbies. They're wearing merch of their favorite shows or video games. You know what I'm saying? They got cat ears on and a dog tail sticked up their anus.
I don't know about that last one, but besides that, this is a great analogy. Amazing analogy. That's exactly what it is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, if you're a nerd, just be proud about that shit. I'm a nerd too, my nigga. I'm proud about that shit, yeah. Just be you.
They all reside in Portland, Oregon. And I love it, dude. Like, yeah, man, be yourself. Be the person that you want to be. Who cares what other people think? That's kind of why I love being a nerd, because a lot of other nerds are just so unashamed of just being 1,000% their true self. That's kind of like the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying?
The beauty of human beings, or like nerds or gay people or anybody who's just, you know, out there or considered weird by society, is that they are comfortable enough with being themselves no matter what other people say. I always will respect that as a man. I'm not gonna lie.
Now,
that's why it's weird when I see that's why it's always weird to like bully gay people or nerds or weird people. Like, yo, it's cool if it's a joke, but like actually like hating on them just because they like doing what they want to do is crazy.
Around being a nerd is that you are normally viewed as kind of weird and quirky to like the regular person in society. Like, the average person doesn't have piles of Pokemon cards just laying around in their house.
Says who, bitch? Huh? Bro, I'm gonna let you know right now. I have about 1,000 Pokemon cards sitting in my closet in a container jar or whatever that I haven't touched since I was like 10. But at the same time, I got a lot of them though. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Here's the thing about being a nerd. Everybody's a nerd. Like, no matter what you want to, like, no matter what you want to say about it, everybody's a nerd. Here's the difference, though. Some people are just open about themselves being a nerd, and other people want to act cool and act like they aren't a geek about some shit. Those people who try to act cool, in my opinion, are kind of lame, because you're not comfortable if you're not comfortable enough in yourself to be your real self around other people. That's why I find, like, you feel me? Like, yo, just be you, bro.
They probably got like piles of taxes and bills and shit. I don't know. Matter of fact, what does the average person have piles of inside of their house? Like condoms and antidepressants? I don't fucking know. But something that I've been starting to realize more and more these past couple years is the kind of slow normalization of nerd culture. Like, it all started with anime. Like, everybody remembers back then, if you liked anime, you were gonna get bullied. Like, if you even
It started with RDC, like, with anime, RDC and all of the anime YouTubers really made anime cool in America. That's really like who really put that shit into the culture. Because once like the quote unquote cool people started like fucking with anime, that's when everybody started fucking with it.
The country Japan, your 4th grade classmates were about to tar and feather you. But like, fast forward to today, and the average person that watches anime is like Joe at T-Mobile. Like, it's a very normalized thing. Like, when you tell people you like anime, no one really cares anymore. It's not really.
Chat, do y'all know I like anime? Did I tell y'all that? Did I tell y'all that? I'm a big anime fan, if you didn't know. I don't talk about it a lot on this channel, but I do talk about it on stream. But I need to start talking about it more. But I'm a pretty big anime fan.
Viewed as like a quirky, nerdy thing anymore, in a sense. And it's really weird for a lot of people my age and older to experience this, because it's like, for something that is so normalized, I sure as hell got bullied a lot for it. Like, damn, dude, I got put into way too many swirlies for liking Naruto, man. This is some bullshit. That's probably why a lot of nerds are just naturally gatekeepers, because it's like they probably got put into full Nelsons for liking Bleach. Like, fuck you. Like, you're not allowed to become a fan because you didn't go through the shit that I went through for liking this. I'm an OG or whatever the fuck. Which I honestly kind of get. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Now, that's just...
I remember in elementary school, we did used to bully people who liked anime. I'm not gonna lie. I was a part of that crew. And then my best friend at the time, right, Zay, he told me, yo, watch One Punch Man. I think it was One Punch Man. He told me, yo, watch One Punch Man, just give it a chance. During the pandemic, I had nothing else to watch, so I decided to watch this shit, right? Brother, ever since then, I fell in love with anime, bro. I went from One Punch Man to Death Note to High School DxD. We all know that's a canon event. Every single anime watcher got to watch that. That's a canon event. It just what it is. And from then, I just kept on watching. I watched Naruto. I watched a lot of other anime, and I fell in love. So I became the person that I used to bully. But a lot of people used to bully anime because it just seemed corny. But the pandemic... RDC, other big anime creators, all made anime cool. And I'm glad they did, because now I'm a diehard fan. I'm gonna be honest. I watch it like damn near every single day. I'm gonna be honest.
Fast forward today, and they're just taking fucking everything. If you guys have been on the internet recently these past couple of weeks, you probably would have seen a bunch of people dressing up as the Lorax or Mr. Bobinski for Halloween, or bitches named Emily that are doing Junko poses with FNAF music playing in the background. And people are seeing this and
I've been seeing this shit all over TikTok, especially this. Hold on, let's go back. Especially the
for Halloween.
Not this, the Lorax shit.
I'm gonna you're or weeks or Mr. Bo posing
yeah, Lorax shit. I've been seeing that.
Popular girl humor. And a lot of people, me included, think it's extremely unfunny. Now I know humor is subjective, but like there's just no way people genuinely find shit like this funny, right? Like, come on. Because, like, I don't know. What is so funny about the Lorax?
This exact video I've seen like 15 times on TikTok, bro. Every single meme video on TikTok right now. Yo, any video talking about Halloween costumes or whatever has this video included.
Yeah, like with the amount of Lorax videos I've been seeing on my For You page, I'm expecting this motherfucker to get a Netflix comedy special at this point. Now, a lot of people are trying to blame one specific creator for like starting this whole unfunny popular girl humor like movement. And it's this creator on TikTok called Ashby. And for those of you who don't know who Ashby is, she's like this girl who just goes on live and dresses up as the Lorax and makes your mom jokes.
Am I single? Single-handedly screwing your mom.
Humor is subjective, and I get that these type of jokes isn't for my type of audience. But at the same time, come on, gang. It's 2025. You making your mama jokes, bro. Come on. The fuck?
I'm joking. I don't know your mom in real life.
Come on, what we doing here, bro?
But boy, does she know me.
Come on, what we doing here, bro?
Yeah, fuck no, I'm sorry.
What we doing here, bro? Come on, man. It's 2025, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's 2025, bro. Come on.
This is how you know that people that are claiming that they find like Junko posing and FNAF music and dressing up as the Lorax or Mr. Bobinski is funny is because there's no fucking way that this many people genuinely think that just dressing up as the Lorax is the funniest thing on the planet. I refuse to believe it. It's pure cosplay. They don't like this shit because, bro, the Lorax is just an Among Us-sized orange mustache nugget man tree hugger who bumfucks trees. Like, bro, the original Lorax story is about climate change. I read that shit not once in my entire life as I was reading, go, yo, this shit is fucking hilarious. Like, you're trying to tell me when your teacher was reading the Lorax story in front of everybody being like, yo, guys, the birds literally can't breathe. They're fucking dying. There's no more trees in the world. We got no more air left. Clean air is extinct. You sat there and was like, lock him up. What even is a Mr. Bobinski, bro? Matter of fact, I'm gonna look this up. Oh, fuck no. Y'all have to be lying. There's no
go back,
way.
go back.
Like, what are you doing?
Go back. What the fuck is this?
Lock him up. What even is a Mr. Bobinski, bro? Matter of fact, I'm gonna look this up. Oh,
Do I not know Oh, This is from Caroline. Oh hell no, nigga. Not that creepy ass shit.
Fuck no.
Hell
You
no,
have
I
to
hate
be
that
lying.
show.
There's
I hate
no
that
way.
movie.
Like, what are you doing, bro?
Gave me nightmares
Cut
as
that
kids.
shit out. Oh, dude,
As a
let
kid.
them have fun. Let them do what they want. It's not hurting anybody. Fuck you. There's a reason why so many people.
That's the right take though. Like, okay, I understand popular girl humor is annoying, but at the same time, it is popular girl humor for a reason. It's their humor. Like, it's not really supposed to be meant for us. I know that's boring. That's the boring take, but I'm gonna be honest. That's just what it is.
Hate these.
It's
kinds
corny
of
though. I do
videos
agree.
because a lot of these people that are claiming to be a part of these fandoms and actually genuinely find these things funny are lying. Because here's the thing: the actual people that are a part of these fandoms do not actually find shit like that funny. Like everybody doing like the Junko poses with the Five Nights at Freddy's music playing in the background. They don't do that because it's funny. They do them because they genuinely like doing them. So when you're getting on the camera being like, look at me, I'm so quirky and stupid, right? It's like, nah, fuck you. I actually like doing that stuff and you're mocking us. Like, to me, this is just a version of online bullying, bro. You're making fun of people that genuinely like doing the shit that you're making a joke out of, which is...
Interesting take. Let me stop using the boom sound effect, bro. Come on. Let me chill off my soundboard, bro. I'm gonna just put this shit in timeout, bro. Anyways, interesting take. I don't really agree with that. I honestly think a lot of times when girls like do popular trends, they don't really know the origins of it. They're just doing it so they can feel involved in some shit. So let's say I haven't seen the Junko pose trend, whatever, right? Whatever the fuck that shit is, right? Let's say they doing that, right? They're not doing it to mock somebody. They're not doing it because they think it's funny. They're doing it because they seen another girl on TikTok get 5.5 million likes from doing this simple trend, and they think it's gonna work for them. In all reality, the reason why the girl blew up for doing the trend is not because she was just doing the trend. It's because she was doing the trend, and most likely she was attractive, or something else in the video made it blow up. So these other little girls who's trying to, why do I say little girls? These other girls trying to do this trend, right? They think they're gonna blow up because they think they're just as attractive as them, whatever, or maybe they're talented or whatever. But in all reality, they're not gonna blow up, and they're just being part of the trend, bro. That's it. That's really all it is, bro.
Fine, it's the internet. I get that's gonna happen, but don't be confused why so many people fucking hate you. Like, people are now trying to make the living tombstone popular girl humor. Are you fucking serious? There's no goddamn way. Like, these dudes make music about My Little Pony, Overwatch, and fucking Five Nights at Freddy's, and we're trying to make it mainstream? They make nerd music for nerds. Like, they don't make music for the stereotypical popular person. That is why so many people are pissed off, is
I see the angle.
because you're taking shit that genuinely like and enjoy, and you're introducing it to people that find it weird, corny, cringe, and stupid. And then we'll go on to cosplay as them as a joke. And I honestly get it, because if there's something that I've realized about society today, is that the thing that people crave to be the least is the average, normal, everyday person. Like, you see that with a lot of our normal day slang and vernacular today. I mean, we got NPC, mid, bots. Nobody wants to be an NPC mid bot. These are very negative labels to be attached to you, but sometimes you just need to be that NPC bot. That's why you're seeing a lot of the quote-unquote popular girls trying to, like, reheat the weird girl humor nachos and try to cosplay as them, because they don't want to be viewed as a normal fucking... They want to be viewed as, like, the quirky weird girl.
I see where you're going with this. Okay, so basically you're trying to say that these popular girls, right, they're trying to be quirky and nerdy so that they seem cool now, because being quirky and nerdy is, like, becoming the new cool thing to do. I peep what you're saying now. Okay, I didn't understand you at first. Nah, this is actually a cool little take. I do agree. People do this. They do this. I do agree.
Not, and they never will be and never have been. Because in my personal experience, I've never seen someone become a nerd. Like, they just are a nerd at birth.
Nah. Everybody's a nerd at birth. Even the people who aren't nerds. Those little popular, trendy girls that aren't, they're nerds. Everybody's a nerd. Everybody nerds out for something. Everybody's a nerd. It's just some people choose to hide this shit and some people choose to reveal this shit. Those popular girls that are trying to be a part of the trend doing nerdy shit, you never know. They could actually like that shit, but now you feel me that it's becoming popular to actually be a nerd and like whatever that Funko Pop, the Lorax, whatever bullshit it is. they just want to express themselves. Now, other people, they're just trying to be a part of the trend, and they don't really give a fuck about this shit. And they're probably shit talking this shit right after they do it, because you feel me? They want to seem cool, and they don't really want to be. They're too scared to be themselves. But I feel like every single person is a nerd, in my opinion. I feel like you from the jump, you're a nerd. It's just that some people are willing to like be themselves, and others are too scared to be themselves.
Because being a nerd is just like your personality traits, what you're into, what you enjoy. You don't get to just like decide to become one, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say being a nerd is like being gay, man. Like, you don't get to choose to be gay. You're born gay. So it's just really jarring to see people who last year were dressing up as like nurses and cops and shit, and now they're dressing up as the Lorax and Mr. Bobinski. Like, you don't like that shit. Like, who are you trying to fool, man? You're just doing this for attention and views. In my opinion, it's a direct insult to what nerd culture is, because like the whole point of what being a nerd is that you're 100% expressive of yourself and your interests and your hobbies. So when
But like you just said, they're not being nerds, they're just being a part of the trend. So like, I don't think they're trying to claim to be a nerd. Well, nah, because cosplaying as the Lorax, you're basically Nah. I'll take back what I said. I agree.
just cosplaying as one, saying that you believe in this stuff and you like this stuff even though you don't, it's just an insult. You are fake. You're a phony. You're a fraud. Nerds don't like fake people. They don't like fake fans. Is that a gatekeeper tendency? 1000%. Do I blame them? Absolutely not. And also, one thing you have to understand about this whole thing, you guys, is that it's a trend. It's a trend to be like, look at me, FNAF Music Junko pose, or look at me, Lorax Mr. Bobinski costume. It's a trend. And that's how I know it's a trend, because look, no one's gonna be doing this exact same thing next year. I guarantee no one's gonna be dressing up as the Lorax next year. No one's gonna be dressing up as Mr. Bobinski next year. Only like the actual weird motherfuckers are gonna be doing that, okay? The people that you're seeing are doing it now are not doing it because they actually like it. They're doing it because they saw a bunch of other people getting hella views and attention and likes from it, so they're also doing it as well. It's a trend, you guys. Everyone is just addicted to trends. And this isn't the only trend where nerd culture gets appropriated very often. Like, bro, do y'all remember a couple months back on TikTok when like the whole you need to nerd out trend became a thing? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the whole you need to nerd out trend on TikTok was basically a bunch of people saying on the first slide you need to nerd out, and on the next slide they would put just all of their hobbies and interests and likes on the next slide.
Okay.
And I won't lie, some of them were actually very valid. Like, people had their actual nerdy interests on there, but for most of them, they were just a bunch of bullshit, like Target and Chipotle. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Those girls, okay.
they were just a bunch of bullshit, like Target and Chipotle.
I guarantee these type of people still do have nerdy things they like. They're just not willing to talk about it. This is exact. Well, yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I remember seeing this one video, and it was a chick being like, you need to nerd out. And then on the next slide, this motherfucker had Amazon on it. Like, what? How do you nerd out to Amazon?
You just want to be a part of the trend, bro. Like, God, yo, if you're not willing to be vulnerable and really express like what you like, your actual interests, don't even do the trend.
Fucker, like, what? Like, I'm sorry, but that's not what being a nerd is. That's not nerding out. I don't care. Even how nerds are perceived today is completely different than before. I made a video about this before on my YouTube channel called You Do Not Want a Nerd Boyfriend. If you want me to go more in-depth on that subject, then I highly recommend you go watch that video. But it's true. Nerds today, for some reason, are just viewed as, like, motherfuckers in glasses. Like, the reason why so many people today want a nerd boyfriend is because they, for some reason, view them as, like, submissive losers who, like, will, like, let their woman do whatever the fuck they want.
That's so real. That is real. Any girl that I talk to who's like, oh, I want a nerd boyfriend. Oh, I want... They just want to dominate a man. That's all it is. They want to dominate a man. They think nerds are weird, all just weird loser simps who are craving and begging for pussy and will do whatever you want for them. No, that's not true. That's not real. Most nerds, right, who aren't just, you feel me, like simps, because those are nerds and simps are two different things in my opinion, right? Nerds won't go for that shit. They're not gonna go for this shit. Like they're gonna want to do what they want to do, because most of the time they do what they want to do. That's why they like what they want to like instead of liking what other people like. That's why they're different. So you can't brainwash a nerd just because he doesn't get pussy or you think he doesn't get pussy, right? To do what you want to do because it's not gonna work. They're not gonna go for that. What these girls really want is a simp. I hate using that simp word, but like, there's no other way to describe it. Maybe like a bitch. Maybe you just want a bitch. You want a little bitch boy who you can boss around or whatever. Because I don't want to use beta male, so I'm just going to use simp, bitch, whatever. Whatever.
No, that's like far from the truth. Like, first of all, the stereotypical nerd is not that. I don't know where the fuck you got that. The stereotypical nerd, in my opinion, is like a raging Reddit mod who just spams slurs. That's why I hate when everybody's like, I want a nerdy girl, I want a nerdy dude. No, the fuck you don't. You want a servant that will let you do whatever the fuck you want. That's not a nerd. Like, I don't know what to tell. That's not a goddamn nerd. At the end of the day, in my opinion, I don't think nerd culture should be normalized. And I say that because nerds are weird for a reason. You know how in the beginning I said that there's a reason for everything? They are intentionally weird about shit. A lot of nerds feel special being looked as unique and different from the regular population. They like knowing that they are different from others. Like, I feel unique and special because I'm into things that most people aren't into, and that makes me feel like my own unique person. So when you take things and make them normalize and push them out into the mainstream audience, it kind of takes away that feeling from a lot of people that are a part of these fandoms. And spoiler alert, a lot of these communities do not want that shit. They like being a tight-knit underground community, which sounds weird because, you know, most people would think that why wouldn't you want more people to be a part of your fan base? Why wouldn't you want more people to be a part of this? And it's not really that they don't want that. It's just they actually want people that actually care about these things to join them. They don't want fake motherfuckers joining them. That's just the reality of it.
So think about it like this, right? Let's say you got a food spot you really like. Cheap prices, good food, low key. You want to keep that shit gate kept because you know as soon as that shit get popular, the food not gonna taste the same no more. They're gonna let the clout get to their head. It's basically kind of like that, but for the communities with these nerds. That's a different way of putting it. Now I understand it completely what you're saying in this video. I understand completely. These popular girl trends is really fucking like these tight-knit communities that these nerds have built and nurtured and love and actually care about their shit. And now you just using it as a trend to get you like 1,000 likes on a TikTok video. Yeah, and I understand exactly what you're trying to say.
At the end of the day, you can't just force nerd shit onto the mainstream media.
I like this take.
Because these people that are part of these communities will just not let it happen. The evolution of the nerd has become so skewed to the point where nobody really even knows what a nerd is anymore. And a lot of people today try to come out and claim to be this weird, unique, quirky, geeky nerd, when in reality, I take one look at you, and I already know your Starbucks order step by step, Sarah. Like, you're not that. Be yourself.
That's the only thing I don't agree with, though. These girls are still nerds, bro. I'm telling you. These Starbucks Sarahs, they're still nerds. They're just scared to, like, really reveal this shit. Now, also, I feel like I understand halfway what you're saying because now people want to just be a nerd to be a part of the trend. But everybody is a nerd. It's just they're nerds about different things. And these Starbucks Sarahs, they're trying to be nerds about the things that are popular to be nerds about instead of just geeking out about what they actually like geeking out about. If you want to geek out about Lululemon, bro, geek out about Lululemon. It's cool, it's whatever. It's expensive as shit, and that's a very expensive, nerdy habit. But do whatever. But in this regard, I'm not gonna lie. You can't talk about how you want how you want to make that take. See, the thing with reactions, bro, I gotta think about shit live. So I gotta give you all my opinions live. And a lot of times I like thinking about what I want to say because I say a lot of shit. But I will say, anybody can be a nerd. Don't just attack the Sarahs. If you want to make this point of like, yo, keep the communities tight-knit, we gotta respect all nerds. You gotta respect the Sarah white girls for being, you feel me, they're Starbucks girly nerd ass, whatever. You could be a nerd over Starbucks drinks. I've seen a lot of it. I've seen a lot of this shit happen.
Stop pretending to be something that you never were and never will be. Wearing a mask to hide your true self will not make you more happy and will not make you more fulfilled. All it will do is make you feel even more empty. So be yourself. And if you being yourself means that you're viewed as an NPC Sims 3 character, then so what? Who gives a shit? You're a human being at the end of the day. What makes a lot of nerds different from other people is that they don't really give a shit how other people view them. You do. And that needs to change, in all honesty. There's a beauty to self-expression because it shows your liberty and it shows your freedom. And that right there, guys, is the whole reason why I even make content. But anyways, guys, it's gonna wrap this video.
Some patriotic shit. Liberty and freedom. America. Yeah. Fuck yeah. No. Hey, this is a really good video. I will say this is a really good video. At first, I didn't like your take a little bit. I didn't really like your take, or I didn't really agree with your take. But as you explained it more, you made me a fan of your take. I'm not gonna lie. That's how you really know this is a good video. I'm not gonna hold you. Also, I do want to say, like I said, like I've been saying this whole video, I think anybody can be a nerd. It's not just because you like Star Wars or like Marvel doesn't mean you're a nerd. Like, yo, you can be a nerd over Starbucks. You can be a nerd over fucking football. You can be a nerd geek about anything. That's one trope that I don't really like. People try to just box in nerds to just shit they don't think is cool, which is weird. I mean, like, I ain't gonna, like, anybody can be a nerd. Everybody's a nerd. You're born a nerd. It's just the nerds that we call nerds in society are the people who are confident in, or who are just confident enough to self-express themselves and publicly like what they like. That's the only difference from them type of nerds and you geeking out about anything else. I'm gonna be honest, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this. I kind of want to make a video similar to this topic because I feel like with this reaction, my thoughts are kind of all over the place, and I feel like I could actually add like a good spin or like different, like full thought out perspective of this whole little conversation. So if y'all want to see a main channel video on this, let me know, because I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I could really spit about this, but I need to take some time to really properly plan out the video. I ain't gonna lie. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section down below. Besides that,